At 45 years old, Carlos King didn't just make a post, he created a storm. It wasn't a rumor, it wasn't gossip, and it wasn't a cryptic quote with hidden meaning. It was loud, undeniable, raw proof. For years, people had been whispering about it. Was Carlos secretly protecting Marsau and LaTisha Scott? Was he editing their story differently? Was he hiding certain truths to keep their image clean? Nobody knew the full truth. Some believed he favored them, others thought he was shielding something bigger. But on one ordinary evening, Carlos logged into Facebook, not Instagram, not TV, not a podcast, and posted what nobody saw coming: screenshots, messages, private conversations, emails, and proof that he had been silent for too long. To understand why his post hit so hard, you have to go back to where it all started. Before the cameras, before the fame, before the fan wars, there was trust. Carlos King built Love and Marriage with one mission: to show real Black love, real Black success, and real Black marriages. Not scripted drama, not fake moments, real, raw, unfiltered life. That's why when he met Marsau and LaTisha, he didn't just see a couple, he saw a story. They were more than a businessman and his supportive wife. They represented tradition, ambition, and family. They were building something: businesses, homes, and most importantly, a legacy. Carlos believed in them. But TV changes everything. What starts as storytelling slowly becomes survival. At first, the Scotts were celebrated. People loved their closeness, their family values, their business drive. But soon, fans started noticing other things too. Marsau's comments about marriage roles, his controlling tone in arguments, his refusal to answer certain questions about loyalty and respect. The more he tried to avoid messy topics, the more the audience pushed back. Meanwhile, LaTisha's silence started speaking louder than her words. People didn't know whether she was protecting her marriage or protecting herself. Behind the scenes, things were changing. According to what Carlos exposed, Marsau and LaTisha had slowly begun requesting edits, blocking conversations, and refusing certain filming scenes. The cameras were rolling, but the full story wasn't always being shown. Some parts were too sensitive, too personal, too real. On screen, it looked like they were just being private, but off-screen, production was struggling. You can't build a reality show when people want to filter their reality. And Carlos, who had always stood behind his cast, suddenly found himself in a very difficult position. And here's the twist: Carlos didn't expose them, at least not in the way people expected. He didn't embarrass them, he didn't mock them, he didn't accuse them. What he did was deeper. He told the truth about himself. Every time the internet accused him of ruining families, every time people said he created drama, every time someone claimed he was messy or manipulative, he stayed silent. But this time, he chose to speak, not to hurt them, but to protect his name. Because sometimes, silence can look like guilt, and Carlos was done being silent. In his Facebook post, he revealed messages where Marsau reportedly resisted filming certain personal scenes. Conversations where he warned Carlos, saying things like, "That doesn't need to be on TV, keep that off the show," or "My family can't go through that." Carlos showed proof that he protected them, not destroyed them. He didn't push the storyline forward, he held it back, because he believed some moments were too painful for public consumption. He didn't leak the truth, he covered it. One of the emails showed something powerful. Carlos wrote, "Marriage isn't just entertainment. Some moments aren't meant for TV." That line alone flipped the internet. Fans who once called him messy, manipulative, fame-hungry suddenly stopped talking and started thinking, maybe the real truth wasn't about drama, maybe it was about protection. The post didn't confirm rumors, it didn't expose a scandal, but it proved that something was being protected, something big enough for 2 seasons of rumors and questions. And the way Carlos ended his message changed everything. He wrote, People say I exposed them. The truth is, I covered them. And sometimes protecting people looks like hiding the truth. And that's when everything shifted. Suddenly, viewers didn't see LaTisha as just quiet or confused. They saw her as a wife carrying weight that cameras could never capture. They didn't see Marsau as just defensive or controlling. They saw a man who might have been fighting to protect something deeper. They didn't see Carlos as a puppeteer of drama. They saw a producer who protected cast members at the cost of his own reputation. Emotionally, this wasn't just a reveal, it was a reflection. It made people think, if this is what was covered, what would have happened if it had been shown? Would the Scotts be the same? Would their marriage have survived? Would the franchise be here today? And now, everything feels different. The Scotts haven't fully responded yet, but the silence says enough. Cast members are reacting carefully. Nobody wants to be next. Because Carlos didn't expose just one moment, he exposed a truth about reality TV itself. That sometimes what's not shown is more powerful than what is. This wasn't the end of a story, this was the beginning of a shift. Carlos finally told his truth, not to destroy a couple, but to defend his integrity. And without attacking, without shaming, without revealing everything, he made his point. So now, fans are left waiting, not for more drama, but for clarity. Will the Scotts address it? Will more come out? Will Carlos stay quiet now? Or has this opened the door to something bigger? One thing is for sure, after this post, reality TV won't look the same, because for the first time, the producer became the storyteller, and the truth wasn't messy, it was necessary. And if you think this is the end, oh no, this was just the post that opened the gates. Stay tuned, because the real story is just beginning. At the end of the day, this story isn't just about Carlos King, Marsau, LaTisha, or any Facebook post. It's about what happens when truth, power, and protection collide. It's about the silent battles people fight behind smiling photos and carefully edited reunion episodes. It's about how sometimes the things we don't see, the things kept off camera, hold more weight than what we do see on screen. And Carlos reminded everyone of that with one post. He didn't break their story. He didn't expose their pain. He simply said, I protected them when they couldn't protect themselves. Whether you believe he was right or wrong, one thing is clear. He didn't just produce a show, he protected a legacy. And now, the question isn't, what did Carlos post? The question is, what happens next? Will Marsau and LaTisha respond? Will they stay silent? Will more truth come out? Or will this be the moment everyone finally steps back and remembers that behind every storyline, there are real hearts and real families? Because sometimes protecting someone means staying silent, and sometimes protecting yourself means finally speaking up. So tell me, after everything we've seen today, do you think Carlos did the right thing? Was he being honest or strategic? Was he protecting the Scotts or protecting himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is just getting started. And trust me, this story isn't over, not even close. If you felt this story, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and don't forget to turn on notifications, because when the next chapter unfolds, you'll want to be here. Until next time, I'll be watching. And the truth? It always finds a way to show up.